Welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm May.
And I'm Laura, and we got a couple different stories today. Listen, mine is from 2021. I'm going to go ahead and be 100% honest with you. However, it is currently trending, and I absolutely had to follow up on the Saudi Camel Beauty Pageant that got in trouble for having cosmetic enhancements on 40 of the camels. What are we doing? How did I miss that story back then? I'm mad at myself.
I didn't see it either. I only saw it when it's trending now.
Yeah,
so.
It's been on the internet right now, and I was like, we're looking into that. We're looking into that today in 2025.
Yes.
We will be revisiting this fucking pageant. That's what I'll be talking about.
We will also be revisiting our opinions on fucking Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. We don't know what to think, and you know what? We're really embarrassed by our past two podcasts humiliating for us. So there's that. We're also going to be talking about, on a sad note, 2 bodies were found on a JetBlue flight. I'll give more information on that.
Absolutely terrifying.
This has literally nothing to do with business, but I just thought it was a fun story. There is a cyberbullying incident with the twist of the fucking century. So
okay,
buckle your seatbelts for that.
That's the internet, which is you pay to use the internet.
Yep.
Business.
Right.
It's like girl math, but girl business.
We also never talked about Lily Phillips on this podcast.
God.
So we're going to share our take on Lily Phillips and her quest to now sleep with 1,000 men in one day, which, my God. And then the last story I have is the wife of the late Ellen DeGeneres sidekick, Stephen Twitch, was what he went by. She's ruffling some feathers, so I'll talk about that now. Last.
All right. Enjoy.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money.
Hold on.
From that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm going to ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's risque business news.
Well, I've had quite the week because my cat almost killed me.
Yes, he did. Intentionally.
Intentionally. My cat, Password the cat, famously, Password the cat, had decided that he was done with life and was going to, and I was also going to be done with life, and also my entire apartment complex was potentially done, was finished, when he decided to chew my brand new Apple computer charger. And it started smoking when plugged into the wall and almost caused a fire. And I was fucking terrifying.
No, that's crazy.
It was,
but
I was like on a Zoom training. Yeah. And all of a sudden I was like, wah! And everyone was like, you good? And I'm like, kind of no. I'm kind of not good.
What a flimsy design flaw.
Thank you.
Right?
Also, they're not cheap.
No, they're not.
They're like $55. Ask me how I know.
Yeah. But like, I don't understand this because so he just like chewed through the plastic on the outside and then just started going.
I guess he must have done some like intricate surgery on the wiring or something. Organized like a car bomb in there. He's my little terrorist.
Yeah.
And then when I didn't see it, because obviously I'm not checking it at every second for bites, and it was plugged in and it just all of a sudden started smelling like melted plastic and there was smoke.
Oh my God.
Coming off of it.
Wow. And
at first I thought it was the heater and I was like, oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Life happens, whatever. And then I was like, oh shit, that's from the electric area.
Damn.
Someone's died.
Wow.
Someone's died.
Well, happy to have you here.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I submitted like a work order with my building because I was like, well, maybe it's the plug.
Yeah,
because I didn't realize it was from him chewing until I saw him doing it later on.
Something like that.
And they didn't care. They didn't fucking care. No one contacted me at all. I was like, the plug started smoking, and that was basically what the work order says. And they were just like, no one's followed up.
Okay, good. Well, hopefully
they're not worried.
It's not happening in other apartments where.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, you're just the other apartment that's getting burned down.
Yeah, seriously. I was like, that could have been a real thing. What if I wasn't home?
Oh my God.
I know. It was actually I was legitimately a little bit freaked out afterwards. Mm-hmm. Check your plugs and make sure your cats aren't chewing on them. I guess that's my takeaway.
Yeah.
From that. Freaking password.
Yeah. Greg doesn't really chew on things like that. He likes random stuff. Like he likes like a bag of chips. If we leave that out, he'll crinkle on them. But he wouldn't do like a cord.
He would never eat the bag of chips.
No, he would never eat the bag of chips.
Greg is chronically underweight right now.
Chronically underweight. He has he's got some body image issues, I think.
I know. He's been around Password, who's this little mini, so much, and he's like, I'm supposed to look like Password.
Right.
And I'm like, Greg, you are a Maine Coon.
Yeah, you're a big boy.
You're supposed to be double Password. And
Right.
He's like, no, I can get as skinny as Password.
Yeah, and then as soon as he does eat something, he just throws it up like the bulimic
Just like
that he is.
Password.
Yeah.
Password's a bad influence.
Truly.
Greg's going to start eating cords soon. Don't you
I
worry.
know. Wait, he eats corn?
Cords.
Oh, cords.
No. No. Power at $55 Apple Power cords. That's going to be the snack of choice
Okay, good.
for Greg soon.
Okay, good. How convenient we have an Apple store near us where we live.
It's super helpful.
Super helpful.
Because I did manage to go down there and back in like 12 minutes. Otherwise, that could have been like a whole ordeal.
Ugh. Dreadful.
Awful. Anyway, that's definitely what's going on in my life.
Yes.
Not much else. Well, it's like 20 degrees, so I've barely left my apartment today.
It's so fucking cold out. It is crazy, crazy cold out. I hate it so much. If anybody has any show recommendations, I am like hibernating until I give birth. So
Your computer's blocking it, but look at that.
I have a large baby that is going to come out one of two ways. They both sound dreadful. So anyway, I feel like I am like hunkering down. I am in it.
You have like what, like a week and a half potentially a little bit more. It's in flux a little bit.
Flux. But yeah, I do not have much time left.
I guess we'll probably take a week off or so. Yeah.
We might not have to. We have
Depending,
like pre-record.
but if we don't, like if we're not around for a week, like that's what's up.
Yeah, I
don't want to fucking hear it. Okay.
Yeah, literally.
They're like,
please.
we don't care.
Yeah. Should I get into my first story? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So you might have seen that there are 2 bodies that were found in a JetBlue plane's landing gear at Fort Lauderdale, and they're said
of all the airports where that happened, I'm like, Fort Lauderdale's about it.
Well, apparently I don't think they've identified them yet, but they think that they were stowaways, basically like trying to get there for free, which I guess happens more frequently than we think.
How?
I don't know.
Where was this plane coming in from?
New York. Kennedy.
It's like $60 to get to Fort
That's
Lauderdale.
what I said.
What
I
the
was
fuck?
like, it's literally, you can't scrape together $60. I don't know if maybe they were trying to like flee. Like, who the fuck are these people?
Is Luigi on this plane?
Yeah, right? Isn't that the strangest thing ever?
Wait, that is insane. Also, the New York airports aren't exactly like open area. It's not like some of those airports in like, I don't know. I don't want to pick on Puerto Rico, but I'm going to pick on Puerto Rico where like, it's not like if I needed to break in, I'm pretty sure I could figure out a way to finagle my way onto the runway. Not in New York.
No.
I think they have snipers.
Right. They should if they don't.
They do it. They need to. Now they will.
Right.
You cannot get anywhere near there. Absolutely not.
No, I mean, it's crazy. And so, yeah, they haven't said if it's stowaways yet, but I mean, I don't know. Who else would it fucking be?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So obviously,
it's like JetBlue.
I know. People have done this before, and it's oftentimes deadly. It's like, guys, just pay the $60.
Yeah.
And if you can't afford JetBlue, fly Spirit. There are options.
And it really are.
Is Spirit still a thing? Didn't they go out of business?
No, they're around. They're around still. Okay. I wonder if they are on a no-fly list, because that would be a real pain in the ass.
I know, but that's probably it.
They're terrorists.
Okay, well then drive to fucking Florida and commit your terrorism.
Yeah. Or take the Amtrak. They'll take anyone.
Yeah, they will. They don't check at all. You could be walking on there with a bomb.
No, they're like, you.
And you did not hear
the quiet
that
car, so you can't set the bomb off in
Yeah.
the quiet car. You really can't.
Everyone's doing work. This is business class, okay? Set it off in the pedestrian class.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is dark. I feel like God, I shouldn't say this out loud, but I'm like, I feel like there will be a day that there's more security checks for Amtrak. There's no security checks.
There
for
probably
Amtrak.
should be. And also they're always going off the tracks and stuff like that.
That's true.
Amtrak, you're really taking your life into your own hands.
I know. My dad was an engineer for Amtrak for many years, and I was like,
never mind.
And but I was like, Dad,
you're like, how fucking dare you?
I was like, Dad, why are you so terrible at your job? Because Amtrak sucks.
It's really not great.
It's really not
great.
good.
Oh, hi, password. He's apologizing.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So other people have tried to do this in the past, and they have fallen to their deaths from like openings and landed in public spaces and shit along like flight paths.
So are people just like hanging on to the tires at the bottom?
No.
Like what is happening? How are they're just like flying around in the cargo
They're
bins?
going in the landing gear compartments. So like where the underneath.
So kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Where they like fold in, I guess. I don't really fucking know.
So they like, okay, so I'm guessing there's probably like a little area. Like,
Yeah.
and then the wheels like suck up into it and then they come down.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. So as recently,
So you're in the open air. That must be so cold.
So, well, that funny you mentioned that. So there was also a body discovered in a wheel well of a United Airlines flight from Chicago to Hawaii. And
That's so far.
yeah, so fucking far. And then in 2023, a man was also found alive in the landing gear compartment after a commercial flight from Algeria to France, and he was suffering from severe hypothermia because it's fucking freezing.
Yeah, of course.
But what is the purpose of doing this? Like, you're like getting in there, it's like, I would imagine like 8 out of 10 times you die, and the other 2 times you have severe hypothermia.
I mean,
Right?
I could only really understand it if you were fleeing like a war-torn country and you're
Or-
like, I gotta go.
Or you're like, I am changing my entire identity because I murdered everyone I know.
This is absolutely Plan Z.
Yeah, it's
There
Plan
are
Z.
there are options that you should consider ahead of this by a lot, by
Yes.
so much.
Kind of crazy, huh?
That is absolutely insane. Man, I guess the landing gear has more space than you'd think. And
I
apparently
guess
it's
so.
easier to get onto a runway than you think. People are just running around down there.
Oh, they're just hanging out.
Yeah. Goddamn. Password just came up onto my lap.
Yes, he did.
He's getting bolder.
He is getting bolder. He's so cute.
He's a baby. Well, damn. Password's been on a plane before.
He's been on several planes.
Many times. He went to Mexico once.
Didn't you bring him to the beach and he fucking hated that shit?
I did. I went to the beach in San Diego, actually, and Password was there. And Matthew was holding him and was taking a nice picture. And then Password noticed a wave come up and was like, fuck! And jumped out of Matthew's hands and fell into the wave.
Oh, no.
I was like, you
poor
played
guy.
yourself. It was so funny. He was just kind of wet.
Yeah.
He was fine. But he was shocked as to what was going
Yes.
on.
Of course you'd be shocked. I feel like that was like when you first got Password, you were very much like, oh, we take him everywhere. We take him to the park. And then after a while, he was like, I'm a cat.
Yeah, I'm a cat. Please leave me in my house.
I don't know how else to tell you.
I would like to be on
you-
your lap in your home.
Yes, in a warm home.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it,
We still
really.
take him to the park sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an adventure boy. But I wanted him to be like one of those like bubble backpack cats.
That's what I wanted Greg to be. And
Yeah.
Greg is like, no.
Greg was like, I'm 20 pounds.
Yeah. Greg fucking hates
Yeah, he
the
is.
outdoors.
He does not like it.
He is an indoor kitty.
Password loves to go in the hallway, and then the other day Greg followed him out there and then immediately freaked out and ran back inside.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
He was not a fan.
He needs to know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. But yeah, don't be a stowaway because you know what? It's not going to fucking work out for you.
No.
To be honest with you. And
Did JetBlue have a response, or were they just like, yes, things happen?
as far as I know, they were just like, yeah, man, I don't know.
Crazy, huh?
Wow, that's crazy.
We didn't charge much for those seats.
Yeah.
They said we were oversold, and like, what do you do? I don't know. We
What
try
are
to
you gonna do?
accommodate our guests. They really wanted to come.
Yeah. That is the funniest part about it though, is that literally from New York to Fort Lauderdale, you can get some deals for genuinely $60.
It's there are several deals where the Uber to the airport is double the price,
At least.
at least.
I've had it with that shit, by the way. I mean, we
what's
have to
going on
come
with that?
together as a society and be like, we are not going to stand for this because you know what? Why the fuck am I not able to pay rent because I had to go to the airport once?
Why is my Uber close to rent in a Midwest city?
Yeah.
It is. It absolutely.
No, genuinely. It's outrageous. It's outrageous.
Can you imagine if you have roommates in Midwest city? That legitimately is your rent.
Yeah, no, truly.
That's why I do kind of feel sometimes for tourists who come to New York and they're like, holy fuck. And I'm like,
Yes.
dude, I know.
I
We weren't kidding.
I think about that all the time flying into, because when you get into fucking JFK, you're like, I've landed in New York. And then you're like, oh, I have an hour and a half in traffic. And it's going to cost me
That's like
literally $110
Going
one
from-
way or something.
That's like going from like Cleveland to another city.
Yes.
Like you could drive 100 miles in
No,
that time
really.
period.
Yeah. No,
That's
it's-
Waco to Dallas That's what that is. That's
brutal.
the equivalent.
It's so fucking brutal. And then you get into the city and everything costs $1 million and everything is cold and wet and terrible.
You can tell it's January.
Yeah.
January, February, March is always the months where I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Why are we here?
We have to start snowbirding. I can't do it. I can't do it.
We go to Austin, though it's freezing there too right now.
What?
Right now? Mm-hmm.
How cold?
Like it's probably 30.
What? Oh my God, that's so
They
weird.
have winter. And I mean,
Yeah.
Atlanta, I think there's like a snow situation happening down there. I think the Carolinas got like a foot of snow.
All right, fine. I'll go to fucking Tampa. Who cares?
Yeah. You have to go to Florida. That's the
All
rules.
right. Whatever. I'll go to Florida. Stop asking me. I'll go. I will go in the flight deck.
Yeah.
at
You will go in the
JetBlue
landing gear with your baby.
with my baby.
Like a modern day, like Mary.
Yeah, everybody hates a baby on a plane, so I'll do everybody a favor.
I'm
Go
down in the landing gear.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed the first time I bring my baby on a flight and people are glaring at us. I'll be like, okay, buy noise canceling headphones because you know what?
Yeah.
You're
welcome.
an adult.
Yep.
And
I
fuck
can't,
off.
how are you that surprised that this is happening again? I'll tell you who gets this mad all the time is Matthew.
Really?
Yeah. He's always like, baby on the plane. And I'm like, you're on the plane 3 or 4 times a week. Like the odds are stacked against you at this point, my guy.
Can I tell you? No hate towards Matthew, but a little.
No,
Like,
I know. It's one of those things where
it kind of gives me
he's
the
just tired.
ick. It gives me the ick when men specifically will be like,
Are you saying you're not into Matthew?
yeah. Well, I find it icky when men are like so up in arms about babies on a plane, and it's like, you know what? Like, it's a public space. The
Yeah.
baby has to fucking get there. It's a person.
To be fair, he's not doing it to the family or anything
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's always on like a text to me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm really blowing up this poor man's spot right now. He's like, I said that in confidence.
Yeah.
And I can understand being like, there's a baby crying.
Yeah.
But then like you realize, like you're like privately like, ugh.
Right.
But then publicly you're like, oh, so cute.
Yeah. I won't name names, but there was one person once who was complaining about a baby on a plane, and they are a father, and I don't particularly think they're
Very good at being
involved in the I don't think
They're
they're
bad
overly
dad.
involved. And he was complaining about the baby on the plane, and I was just thinking the whole time, I was like, yeah, because you fucking probably never had to do this. You probably never helped out your wife or girlfriend at the time, and you were probably sitting there with your headphones on while she was like walking the baby up and down. I was getting steamed in this hypothetical thing. I was like, fuck you, dude.
You let him know.
Oh yeah, I let him know in my hypothetical
You're like, and the
daydream.
flight attendants were judging you, and
Oh,
you were
yeah.
probably asking for additional drinks, and they
Yeah.
were trying to cut you off because you were drunk.
Because you were drunk on the job.
And you didn't even check into the flight early enough to have seats near each other because you were in Southwest in this weirdly hypothetical situation.
Yeah. And it was bullshit.
It was bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do my story now from 2021,
Okay.
as reported by
Listen,
the
people don't know. We don't need to share that with them.
BBC. No, I thought it was important. So that people were like, oh my God, they're still having, maybe camel competitions are gone now. I don't fucking know. But this is important to know because back in the day, the Saudis were doing these beauty pageants for their camels, which first and foremost, I guess we have like the Westminster Dog Show, which is like essentially the same thing.
Yeah. Which one is most fuckable?
Which of these dogs is hottest?
Yep.
The competition.
Yes.
It's like a Netflix show.
I
right
went
there.
to that once. Did I tell you that?
That sounds so fun. I would love to go.
So it was, but I think it was like full of a bunch of slow adults.
Yeah. I mean, it's a dog show.
Yeah, like it was weird. Like the dogs would come out, and like every single time the dog would come out, it would be a bunch of like adults, like Disney adults kind of people, and they were just like, "Aw," and like every dog, and we were like, "This is
All right. That dog's not that
very
cute.
strange." Because I thought it was gonna be more of like a betting situation. I thought there was gonna be people like betting,
some heavy gambling going down.
heavy gambling, like drinking,
Maybe
and just being
now.
like whatever.
Maybe nowadays, now that they have all like the sports betting like websites and stuff
I
like
hope
that.
so. Yeah,
That would be fun. Put some money on the terrier.
that would be fun.
You
But
know?
yeah, we were
Just take the knees out of the boxer. Just be
were
like, the terrier's gonna win. Whether I got $20 on that guy.
Yeah. The average IQ was like 65.
So did you just watch the one for their, I don't even know like what the categories are called, where the pretty one where they have to like look really nice?
They just have to look nice. They didn't do tricks or anything.
So we had a boxer that my mom had trained in agility, which is what that's called. And that's where they go. You've probably seen these videos online
Yeah.
where the dogs are like going through those poles
Yeah,
at 45 miles per hour.
Right, it's crazy.
It's actually pretty cool. And they
is.
go through the tubes and then they like jump over stuff. It's like unbelievable. And my mom, for some reason, because she's had like 25 million lives, she went through a period of time where she was a dog trainer.
Oh my God.
And she trained our dog Rocky the boxer to do this, and she was really fucking good.
No way.
Really good.
That's so funny.
It was so cool. She was so well behaved. It was the best dog in the world.
What a hilarious thing to do with your time.
Yeah, I remember distinctly I would swim and then we would go to the dog agility show, and that was my childhood. That was
really
what was
funny.
going on in my life. And the dogs would be running all over the place, and it was like serious. Like a very serious competition.
Okay.
Rocky would do well. And then I remember one specifically, this is back, I lived briefly in Texas when I was young, and there was a tornado on the highway. That was like a core memory.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. You know those moments when you're like, when
Yeah.
you're really little and you don't have that many memories, but that when I was like driving on the highway and we saw a tornado like on the, like it was kind of far away, but it was fucking tornado. So I was noted.
Wow.
And I was like, hey, drive faster. Hurry up.
Damn.
Also, we could go to this goddamn agility show with Rocky.
That's so funny. Did he ever win?
It was a she. How dare you?
Oh, sorry.
And
Raquel.
No, just Rocky, the female boxer. And she I think she got like third and stuff like that. She was pretty good. She's pretty good.
Yeah.
But those like those Australian shepherds, they were like really good.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. They're the never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
What were you gonna say? What the fuck were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say like it was. Never mind.
No, say
I'm
it.
just gonna do a racial thing.
Oh, okay.
You could see where I'm going from there.
I guess
It's
yeah.
very difficult to beat the Aussies. I'll tell you that.
Mm.
They're very good at sports.
Okay.
Okay, we got it.
Oh,
So I was gonna say I was going into the camels. And this is just a straight up beauty pageant for camels. Honestly, Saudi Arabia, this is why you need to be drinking, because you're getting into this shit. This is the kind of shit that you're pulling because you're not partying.
is Saudi Arabia completely dry? Or?
I don't think it's like fully dry because they're a little bit more Western. But it's certainly not New York City.
Well, yeah.
It's
Nothing
certainly
is.
not like pub culture.
Yeah. Right.
And I don't think that majority of the people, especially like people who are practicing Islam, will drink. So instead, they got to do something with their goddamn time. And what they've decided to do is have this beauty competition for the camels.
That's amazing.
The King Abdulaziz Camel Festival, where $66 million in prize money was at stake.
What? Oh
Because
my
Saudi
God.
Arabia, this is what happens when you don't drink. You have a
Yeah.
shit ton of money
Yeah.
and nothing to do.
Yes.
And this couldn't be better evidenced in this camel festival that they had. Key attributes that they were looking for included long, droopy lips, a very big nose, and a shapely hump.
Okay.
That is not what you're looking for in a human. I'll tell you that. Minus the
that's
shapely
the
hump.
opposite. If anything, I want to go to my plastic surgeon after this baby comes out and say the opposite.
This, but not this. A
Yeah.
shapely hump, that's nice though.
Yeah, I like to have a shapely hump,
Mm-hmm.
like a butt for once in my life.
Yep. Well, these camels, unfortunately, if they arrived without a shapely hump, they would not be scored as well. So their owners were using everything at their disposal in order to get them in competition ready. This is before Ozempic was around, so I guess they probably would have been pushing that as well.
That's hilarious.
But apparently they were giving them like botox and let's see what it was, the actual list. Oh, botox was injected into camels' lips, nose, jaws, and other parts of their heads to relax the muscles and to give them like the droopiness.
Oh my God.
Collagen fillers were used to make their lips and noses bigger.
What?
Hormones were given to boost
Oh,
muscle growth.
no.
It's so
Poor guys.
Rubber bands were also used on animals to make body parts bigger than normal by restricting the flow of blood.
No.
So like to make them swell.
Oh my God, that's terrible. It's like my feet right now.
I know. Yeah, so basically they were doing all the stuff that women do to themselves all the time.
Yeah.
Which but like when you read it this way, you're like, wow, that's insanely cruel.
Right.
But meanwhile, I'm gonna go get like a laser treatment on my face in 2
100%.
seconds.
Yeah. I mean, oh my God, dude, the injectables that are going to happen. The day I give birth, I'm going to have them come to the hospital.
Yeah.
Like the
They're,
injectors
like, waving
need
at the
to
baby,
come to the hospital.
pushing the not doctors to the side. Like,
Yeah.
excuse me.
No, we're
Let's
gonna
just sneak in here and get her real quick.
We're gonna need the Botox.
Do you need a numbing cream for like both areas of your body?
Let's do it. I got like an exfoliant. I was like, which exfoliant has the most chemicals? Like they're just like the
And it's just
maximum
sitting
amount
there.
of chemicals. It's just waiting for me in
You're just
in
like,
my house.
"Ooh,
I can't wait.
soon."
So soon. I'm gonna smell like fucking bleach, and
Yeah.
my baby's gonna be like, why the fuck is my mom? Why is this so uncomfortable?
Is my mom one of these camels?
Yeah, my mom is just covered in chemicals all the time. I wonder if actually I should look into that. Cause I'm like, what if I have it like all over my chest and then like the baby's sleeping on me and I just like have like tons of retinol all over my chest?
Yeah, you'll be fine. I mean,
Whatever.
just put a shirt on for like when
Yeah.
you've just freshly put stuff on.
Yeah,
You'll be
yeah.
fine.
All
Listen, you got to do what you got to do.
I
Baby's got to
gotta do it.
understand.
Yeah, the baby, please.
Baby.
I mean, come on.
Baby, come on.
It's been 9 months of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, but to wrap it up with these guys, so basically they have the Saudi press agency, which is state-run, but they were still using advanced technology to uncover tampering with the camels.
Oh no.
So they were giving them like X-rays and 3D ultrasounds, and then taking like blood and stuff like that to like analyze to see if there was things in there.
Yeah.
So the fact that they had to get to this degree, like the camel that must have come in with the craziest hump in the world, and they were like, there is no fucking way that is your actual ass.
Yeah.
Or whatever you call it. There's no way.
That's a BBL if I've ever seen
That
one.
camel
okay?
has a BBL, and we need to start testing for this.
Yes.
That is a dark day in camel beauty pageant history. When you realize you need to start scanning the camels for BBLs.
That camel got an ass so fat. Let me tell you something.
The camel looks good, okay?
They were
That
horny.
is not real.
They were super horny for this camel. They were like, something's up.
Something
because
is off.
something is amiss because let me tell you, is it hot in here?
She looks
Ooh.
good.
I don't even have beer goggles. This is Saudi Arabia.
God, yeah, exactly. I'm sober as hell. And that camel, I think she got Botox and filler. This camel has $3,000 worth of injectables in her.
Yes. I mean, that quantity has got to be
Unbelievably expensive.
Insanely expensive. But I guess it's worth it because if you're going to get that prize money.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, what the fuck is this? What is happening? It's
don't know.
$60 million US?
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's in whatever the hell currency,
Oh, okay.
Riyadhs, or I'm making that up. But they translated it. But yeah, this has apparently been going on for a long time too, because this was reported in 2021. It happened again in 2018. So people have, as long as they've been doing these camel competitions, they've been cheating in them, and they've been disqualifying the poor camels as a result. And it's awful. I mean, it's absolutely extremely cruel.
Yeah.
And also, I'd like to know who their injectors are.
Yeah. Do they look good? Let me see them. Is that them?
I don't know. Like, yeah, I
Oh,
guess.
they just look like camels to me.
That's what. Yeah. I'm like, I don't fucking know. Oh wow! As many as 100,000 tourists were expected daily at the festival site. That actually
the hell?
kind of lit. It's 40 days.
Oh my god!
What?
Maybe if we should go.
Should we go?
I guess we'll have to go.
Okay. Wow.
I don't particularly
I'm
want to
gonna
go to
enter
Saudi
a camel.
Arabia, to be honest, but
I know it.
what's the major city in Saudi Arabia? Is that Abu Dhabi? I'm an idiot.
I
Sorry, viewers.
I want to say it is, and do you want to know how I know that?
The Sex and the City
Yes.
movie. Yeah. Same.
Oh wait, no, it's Riyadh. I just said that. Look at me go.
Oh my god, you're so
Jeddah.
fucking smart. You're the smartest.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Is Abu Dhabi there too? It's not getting highlighted on this little
It
map.
can't be then if that.
Where the fuck is Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, where the fuck? Abu Dhabi had a moment for like.
I think that might be the UAE. Oh my god, I was right again.
You are literally.
Do I move?
You move. You're so incredibly
I am
smart.
just in tune.
Wow.
No, I don't think I would do well there.
No,
I'm being
you would. Oh
100%.
god.
That would not go well.
No. I cannot wait to drink. That story made me really think about how close I am to having a.
How you are basically practicing Islam right now.
I'm a practicing Muslim. It's like unbelievable, and I'm like writhing in
Impressive.
pain, so I'm like on the floor, like all the
you're
time. I'm doing the thing, yeah.
Oh, well.
Anyway, oh my god, I can't fucking wait. It's like so close to being able to have 2 fucking consecutive drinks back to back quickly
That's huge.
to the point where I feel a buzz.
That's going to happen soon. I got to say, I just looked up Abu Dhabi. So I have like the Google slideshow of the different images, and it looks like Wonka. It looks like
crazy.
It looks like it's
right?
out of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Look at this place.
Is it?
That looks AI generated.
It really does. Is it? It's.
Oil is expensive, folks.
It is. It's kind of like Dubai, where it's totally man-made, right?
Yeah, I've been there
Yeah, I haven't
twice
been to,
actually.
I've never been to the Middle East ever.
It's fine.
I think I'm gonna
I've
go to
been there.
Palestine.
While you can.
Yeah, right.
I have been to Dubai twice and to Qatar
Yes.
all for swimming. And after I went to Qatar and then I tried to get clear, they had questions for me. They said, "What was this? What were you doing there?"
Oh yeah.
They were not happy about me going there. They did not want to give me
Interesting. Yeah.
the clearances.
Never-
And it worked out. I was like, "Look at me. I'm a white bitch." And they were like,
Wow.
"Oh yeah.
Oh, I
Sorry. We forgot."
Yeah, right. Okay, now we're seeing. Okay. Never forget when we were talking about Qatar on the pod and some guy called us a moron because we were pronouncing it incorrectly. And then I linked a video of a guy from Qatar
Saying it
Qatar,
correctly.
and I was like, "Ooh, I'm so sorry. I dropped this here."
That feels good.
It felt really good.
That is one of the ones I love being like, it's Qatar.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what?
I still say, when you're not around, I still say Qatar just because I'm like, you got it.
No, I know. Because that honestly is very obnoxious. It's like going to, what are some of the other ones? Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah.
Like we fucking get it. But I think, how lame am I that I'm like, my Ibiza is Qatar.
Where you can't do anything. You can barely fucking walk down the
It was
street
like an
without
art
a male
museum.
escort.
It was a really nice art museum. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
And then we went on a
how,
boat.
How nice could an art museum possibly be at
And
this
then
point, you know?
And I swam. And I don't think I did very well there.
Okay, good.
So fuck that place.
Yeah, well, you know what? Screw it.
Screw it.
Sounds like a fucking drag if you're asking me.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, my next story is just a fun one. These people have
Fun.
bank accounts, so that's how it is linked to business. It has nothing to do with business. But a teenager in Michigan and her boyfriend were subject to over 100 pages and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of harassing text messages over the course of 2 years.
Oh, God, that's awful.
So they're going through like...
Why?
Well, they're going through life getting these like insanely harassing text messages, like just bullying messages, like
Okay.
you're fat, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're not worth anything, like you two should break up, you guys, like all this crazy stuff. They filed a complaint with their school, and then ultimately the police took the case. So they walked in to the school with their mother and the boyfriend's mother.
Sorry, did they suspect it was another student?
They suspected it was another student.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
And then the police got involved, and they found out that the person that was sending them the messages the entire time was the girl's mother.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that is not a good... I think I'm going to go ahead and say that's bad mom.
Oh, it's bad mom.
What? Why? What?
Because people are insane. So
mentally ill.
mentally ill. So
And also, why did the mom... I mean, I'm like, so if she was going to get away with this, why did she involve the police?
So she didn't involve the police. She brought it to the school, and then the school, it like got big enough, and like there was like threats enough that like they brought it to the attention of the police. And she didn't think it was ever going to come back to her because she's like, actually, I don't think she was even that old. I think she was like 42 or something, this mom. But she thought that she was going to get away with it because she was using a software that hid her IP address. But really,
a VPN?
yeah, like you can get around that, you guys.
What the hell is wrong with her?
And the
Also,
police were like, yeah, it's coming from her phone.
can you imagine being the detective that like got the report back from whatever AT&T or something and had to be like, you guys, the group chat must have been fire at the police department.
Yes.
You guys are not going to believe
Yeah.
who is sending these messages.
It's just crazy.
I think we need to call CPS like immediately.
I know. So I was trying to find the actual messages, but I couldn't find them because I was like, I wonder if some of them were like sexually charged. Like, you fucking people are crazy.
I mean, clearly this lady's, she's already nuts.
So
what's to say that she's not going to take it there too?
for real. So this woman, Kendra Gale Lacari, is the mother of the girl. And they're unnamed minors, so we don't know what their names are.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
they don't need any more harassment.
Whatever.
They really good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Like, just give them a break. Oh, the
But-
therapy bills. Oh my God.
My God, the therapy. How would you ever like
Trust someone.
trust your mother or anyone ever again? Your own fucking mother tried
guess-
to like mentally destroy you.
I will say this: there were probably some signs.
Yeah.
I don't think she was like head of the PTA at the same time.
Well, she was the coach of the basketball team
Oh, right.
at the school.
No.
Isn't that fucking
Wait.
crazy?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes, that is crazy.
She was charged with 2 counts of stalking a minor and 1 count of obstruction of justice, both felonies with a maximum of 5-year sentences. She was also charged with 2 counts of using a computer to commit a crime, a felony of which she could serve up to 10 years in prison. So I don't think she's been sentenced yet. So we'll see. She's out on $5,000 bond right now.
Okay. I mean, I don't think she's much of a threat to anyone but those goddamn kids.
No. So I was like looking into this a little bit more, and it seems like the consensus is that she has something like, it's called like cyber Munchausen by proxy, where she's trying to like bully her teen so that the teen comes to her and is like for comfort. Isn't that fucked up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's
Cyber
so bad.
Munchausen's by proxy?
That's what they say. That's what they say. Isn't that the most insane fucking thing you ever heard in your life?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I don't have anything funny to say because I'm just like
I know.
sad for these poor kids.
I know.
We're going to have another version of what's that lady called who just had the baby?
Oh,
What's her name?
Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose.
Yeah,
Be like
she just
Gypsy
had a
Rose part
baby.
2. Watch out, Mom.
The fact
Maybe
that
you
Gypsy
shouldn't get out on
Rose-
bail. Maybe you should stay in jail nice and safe.
Gypsy Rose got out of prison and already has a baby and it's been literally like 1 year.
I know. That's incredible.
That's insane.
And we're also like, she's like Dancing with the Stars. We're like happy for her. And she just murdered her mom. Do you think she's going to get Gypsy Rose the number of these kids?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, get them synced up with her. Just be like, hey, listen, you want to be on Dancing with the Stars? Do you want a Netflix docuseries? Because I've got some tips for you.
Gypsy Rose, dude, let me tell you something. I don't think she should be jumping into being a mother. Okay.
No.
This is
I think she'd be jumping into therapy
therapy and exclusively therapy for like the whole
for the rest of her life.
for the rest of her life.
Pretty
No,
much.
No, like literally.
Like, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be
Yeah.
like, mother, like, maybe put him up for adoption. I don't know if we
Yeah.
need that psyche.
It's
Am I
like
being
a
an
whole-
asshole? Yeah, but I don't really care, actually. I think I'm going to go ahead and stand by this one.
Well, I saw like there's some documentary about Casey Anthony, and she wanted to get pregnant again, and it's like, girl,
Like, no.
you're not allowed. I'm sorry, you're not allowed.
No, you had your shot.
Yeah, and we
And that
can't do this again, Casey.
No.
We can't do this again. She looks like fucking Alanis Morissette to me, doesn't she?
Really?
Casey Anthony? Yeah.
Pull her up.
Let me go ahead and pull her up. She's also always partying, which is like fine.
Yeah, which is fine, but then like maybe don't have a baby. Yeah, she kind of does look like
doesn't
Alanis
she look like
Morissette.
Alanis Morissette?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Wow.
She's only 38. Wow. That's crazy.
God, that's a sad story.
Yeah, it's a really bad story. So
I
won't be
hopefully not a
murdering-
part 2.
Yeah. I will not be
If anyone fucking if you're
Joining
fucking Casey Anthony and you're
her.
listening to this story, wear a condom.
wear a condom.
Wear a condom. Please, and flush it or something.
Yeah.
Don't let her anywhere near it.
Well, I think she's dating her lawyer.
Oh, crap. Well, at least that person's like knows
Yeah.
what is up. Like has the details.
I mean, that's how horny men are. They
Yeah, they're
really are.
crazy.
That they're like, this woman is crazy and likely murdered her daughter, but she's fucking fine.
Yeah, she's pretty.
She dances.
Big Alanis
So-
Morissette fan.
Yeah. Men's horniness needs to be stopped.
Yeah, that would be helpful. It would really solve a lot of problems.
It actually would.
Mm-hmm.
It would solve a lot
These
of
camels would look a lot less sexy.
Yeah.
It'd be helpful for a lot of people.
Speaking of horny men, so I wanted to talk about Lily Phillips because we
Oh my
haven't on this pod
God.
yet. So if you have been living under a rock,
And can I come under that rock with you?
yeah, yeah, literally.
Is there space under your rock? Because the fact that I know about this Lily Phillips lady is upsetting.
So this British porn star, I think she's porn star, Lily Lily Phillips, she slept with 101 men. That's her record in one day. And each of them got 2 minutes. I was like, 2 minutes? Because Mark and I were talking about it. And he was like, yeah, they only got 2 minutes. I go, only? I go, think about the logistics of that. 1, 2, 3. Like, that's a long ass time to have some like stranger's dick in you.
It really is. And I'm imagining, so was this over the course of like the entire day? Like rounds of like,
it took her like 18 hours or something like that. But it was, I think the way that they did it was that the men came in and they were fluffed by other porn stars. So like they were ready to go. And then they'd walked into a room and started banging this girl. But like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Why did they do this again? Was this to raise money for like charity?
Yeah, totally.
Was this
it actually
like
went
a fundraiser?
It went to St. Jude's. No, it definitely was not a fundraiser.
All right, well.
So this is actually really sad because she was trying to beat the record, which, girl, like,
leave the record.
Just
leave it alone.
The record. And she was talking to Candace Owens of all people, and Candace Owens was like, "Who?"
Why is Candace Owens getting involved in this?
It's because she's involved in everything.
God damn it!
But Candace Owens was like, "Well, who was the person who had the record?" And she said her name, and Candace Owens was like, "I've never heard of her. Don't you see? Don't you like what the fuck were you thinking?" So anyway,
I mean, we're talking about her right now, I guess, and she's been all over online. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't she Christian? Wasn't that like in the?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Maybe I'm making this up.
Let me see.
I'm like scared to look up her name. My algorithm,
I know, right?
My whole algorithm is like, oh, you're a freak.
So now she's thinking about going up to 1,000.
No way in a day.
I mean, I think she's gonna try it with like, literally, like they get one pump and like that's it. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't care how fucking feminist you are and how like sex work is real work you are or whatever. That has to take your soul. That has to take your soul. And one thing that really fucking pissed me off is when they did like a little documentary about this, and I saw a little bit of it. I saw clips or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they would blur the guys' faces and like give them a fake voice when they were interviewing the men. I'm like, no, fuck that.
No.
They should. So they agree. It's shameful as hell what they did and what they signed up for. Like they are participating in a woman's mental illness. Like,
yeah.
That's what, like, because Mark and I were talking about it, and he was like, that's what the difference between men and women is. If like a man was like, I need 100 girls to fuck me in one day, like there wouldn't be anyone that showed up.
Everyone would be like, yeah, you're an 18-year-old boy.
Right. Because like if I were, I was like, women are not cold-hearted psychopaths that want to use people. Like I would be like,
besides
this,
Lily Phillips.
Yeah, but I would be like, this man is clearly mentally ill.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be participating in his mental illness. And it's like so... No. But those men, they should be unmasked. I'm sorry. If you participated in this, you need to be unmasked.
I don't understand. Were they porn stars or were they just like men from the street?
No, they were men from the street. And they didn't do a lot of due diligence in terms of who they are. We don't know if they were sex offenders. We don't know if some of them were underage. We don't know any of this shit.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Did they like give them, I'm assuming,
STD
checks? Test?
That part I don't know. I do know that there was like not a lot of stringence on who could participate in this.
Wow.
Doesn't that just make your stomach
It really
turn?
does.
Listen, I'm not a fucking prude, but like this is not right. This is not right. And Lily Phillips' mom was like encouraging her to do this.
Oh no.
Disgusting.
Oh no. Would you rather have Lily Phillips' mom who's encouraging you to sleep with over 100 guys or the mom of those other people who was sending them the crazy checks? I kind of would take the other one.
I think I would take the other one.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy. And I'm not like, I don't even mind people doing like sex work. The problem is that a lot of the times it does get into like a very unhealthy lifestyle and the setups are frequently.
You don't say.
I mean, not just here, but I mean, I know there's obviously the OnlyFans creators who are doing quite well, but there's also a lot of people who are finding themselves in like terrible situations because of this industry. Granted, bankers are fucking dying at the desk too. So
that's true. Yeah.
We're just not doing great as a society. So
no, I mean, her mental health has got to be down the tubes.
And also, I think that the people who are interested in this, there's something very concerning about it. Granted, there's like so much depraved shit in porn, so I'm kind of surprised this hasn't happened before.
That's true.
But
I mean, it has. We just don't remember that girl's name.
I guess that's true. Oh, she developed an eye irritation by exposure to substances during the creation. Oh, no. Yeah, it just feels like in the abuse category.
It does
It's
feel
like the abuse fetish category. And I think
Yeah.
that's part of the reason. It's like, it's not just like two adults banging each other. Like, it's like the pizza guy's here, you know?
Right.
A good old fashioned that situation. This sounds like they wanted to see a woman be dehumanized, and I don't like that.
Yes.
That's what bothers me about it.
They wanted to completely take the human and the soul out of her.
Oh my God, no.
It's so dark. And then I think I might have read this. I think I might have seen this on TikTok, and who knows if it's true or not. But like the last guy realized he was the last guy and was like grossed out, and it's like, dude, seriously? Are you fucking serious?
No. Absolutely disgusting.
Disgusting.
If you were one of those guys, get out of here. Stop listening to the pod.
Well, did you also see that there was a chat in the UK? She's also from the UK, so I wonder if like what the fuck's going on over there.
Yeah, right.
They can't do incest anymore. That's only for the royal family these days. So they got to do something weird, you know. And
I will say that some fucking lady in Vegas is gonna be like, I can do that.
Yeah, they're like, I do that on Tuesday.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I have a show where we do that on every week.
But there was like
it's hard.
There was some crazy chat where there was 70,000 men, and it was like basically like a rape fantasy chat. And
wait, I saw tweet like or threads about this.
Yeah, and like people were like, "Oh, they're not gonna like out the people that are on it." I'm like,
out them.
I don't care if they're minors. I don't care if it's a 12-year-old boy. There needs to be intervention on that 12-year-old boy.
You need to like, especially if it's a 12-year-old boy. Honestly, you need to help that kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Because clearly, what they're being taught is wrong, and you need to get ahead of this before they commit a crime that will ruin a lot of lives.
Yeah, 100%.
So stop it, and like teach them how to be normal.
Stop raping people. How about that? You ever consider that?
We are firmly anti-rape.
I hate rape. I hate it.
Thumbs down.
It's the worst.
Wow. Oh, she's 23. No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's really not good. It's really not
dude,
good.
You know what's wild? I bet she is murdering on OnlyFans.
Oh, of course. I think she literally got like tons of money. I want to say like 50 million or something.
Yeah, let's see if it comes up. I'm on the Sun.
That is not going to St. Jude's. You wouldn't believe this. But not St. Jude's. So
this is a donation. Like, what did happen here? Well, oh my God. She better have comments off on her Instagram. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well,
she only has 713,000 followers.
What?
Which
That's
is
crazy.
a lot, but if you're going to sleep with 100 guys, like, you should be meeting Mark. Like, I hate to say it.
That's like, yeah, right. Mark
is doing amazing.
Followers.
Don't get me wrong, but I'm like,
yeah,
he's slept with one lady in his life.
Yeah, in his whole life. Can you believe that? Isn't that crazy?
But you know what I mean? Like,
no, that's fucking insane.
Oh, she got banned from Airbnb.
Oh, that's
fair.
Hilarious.
That is fair. There's the business.
Wait,
this is a big business story, actually.
That is so ridiculous that she got banned from Airbnb. They're like, listen, lady, you're not fucking 100 dudes in this Airbnb, okay?
Apparently, this London-based Airbnb owner is furious.
Wait, oh my
after discovering that his £1.5 million property, expensive, was used by the star to host 101 men.
That's fucking funny.
I would die to
even think
see
about where
the
that
chat
was.
between them.
So sorry. There's cum and
they're also like,
everywhere.
how did you find out about this? And he's like, I mean, I was just cruising online.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, wait, is that my fucking house?
Yeah.
just watching. He's like,
"That's
I'll watch that video. Wait a second.
He's like, that's my daughter's painting.
Holy shit, that is so funny. His wife is like, wait, how did you find the video again? He's like, I don't know. Don't check the credit card statement.
That's so fucking funny. Oh my god, that poor guy.
That sucks.
I would go in there and sage. I'd be like, there's been a lot of
I'd bring
nastiness.
I'd bring in
here.
a priest from every religion.
Not from her.
A holy man
Yeah.
or woman from every single religion. We're gonna come and bless this property and cleanse it.
Ew, these men, they had to line up in line together and be like, we're all going to stick our dick in this person.
I want to find the Airbnb listing so bad.
It's so funny.
I bet like people are going to want to stay there, weirdly, because people are weird.
People are weird.
Yeah.
I mean, what's weirder, wanting to stay there or like, I feel like people love staying in like murder houses.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know?
They want like a shtick. That's their
want a
shtick.
shtick.
Is like, this lady banged 100 people here. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Don't sleep in the guest room.
You know, you can sleep in like the Lizzie Borden house.
What? I'm sorry, I'm an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot. Lizzie Borden killed her mother, allegedly killed her mother and father with an axe in like the 1800s, I think, in Massachusetts.
I guess that's a long time ago. We live in New York, so like, it's how are we gonna have a stick up our ass about this kind of stuff?
Yeah, that's true. There used to be a nursery rhyme about it. Now I'm forgetting what it was.
Wow.
But yeah, when I was like a little girl, we'd like sing a nursery rhyme about this double homicide. So
wow, there you go. Yeah, all nursery rhymes are like secretly super dark.
yeah, let me see. Lizzie Borden.
Yeah, sing me that nursery rhyme to close
here
us
it
out.
is. Oh, yeah. Okay. Lizzie Borden took an axe. She gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. And we would go around in like a little circle with each other and then play like Duck, Duck, Goose or whatever.
Oh my God. That's absolutely. Can you imagine the first kid who came up with that? The parents are like, what was that?
Yeah.
Hold on. You're not playing with your friend Emma anymore.
Well,
we're not going to hang out at Emma's house anymore. So that's a weird.
I'm pretty sure that this just probably happened like back in the 1800s when
Yeah.
Lizzie Borden was a thing, and then it just kept going and like.
Oh yeah, I mean that slaps.
I mean, it slaps.
She's like the Kendrick Lamar of that time.
Did you guys do the trot trot to Boston, trot trot to Lynn?
No.
Oh yeah, we did. We had all like the
fucked up
very
ones.
dark ones, yeah, and you like
No, I just
fall
had the
into a well at
classics.
the end. It's like really.
No, we just had the Ring Around the Rosie, which is about like what was it? The Black Plague or something.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Ashes, we all fall down.
We all fall down. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're dead.
Because you're dead. You get it?
Because you're dead. Ashes are from burning bodies.
Right.
Pretty fun.
I have one more story.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I do, yeah. So basically, there was this guy, Stephen Twitch Boss. He was like a sidekick on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
Okay.
Originally, when I found this story, I thought that he invented Twitch, and that was going to be a wildly inaccurate situation. Unfortunately, he passed from unaliving himself, and his wife, Allison Holker, is now writing a book about like exposing bunch of stuff. Like she found his diary and is exposing a bunch of stuff that he probably never wanted out, like sexual abuse as a child and all this crazy
Wait,
stuff.
that's awful.
And
why would she do that? About her husband?
About her husband. She's also claiming that he was a drug abuser and that she discovered a cornucopia of drugs, as she says. So basically, yeah, she's like outing all this terrible stuff, and his family and fans are very fucking pissed.
That's awful. She must really have no money right now.
She must really have no money, and that is pretty rancid on the surface to be like, I have no money, so let me like benefit off of my famous late husband, and while I'm doing so, make him.
I guess that's something you got to add to your will nowadays.
Yeah, hey, please don't read my diary and then make it public to the world about terrible things I never wanted to come out.
My diary is going to go ahead and have like, how about a 200-year gap before we publish any of that stuff? I guess after 200 years, if you still care, it must be historically wicked relevant. So, sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's still that important and that, all right, I guess
Go
it's like,
ahead.
I guess I like did something extremely important at the end there.
Yeah, God knows. Anyway,
She's hot though. Is that her?
That's her, but she does look hot. However, I will say a little caveat: she's 36.
Okay.
Kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, she looks a little old. She looks like really done.
Yeah, you can't have too much done.
Mm-hmm.
I know we talk about our Botox and our fillers and stuff, but you can't have too
gotta be
much
careful.
done. You gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful.
But yeah, people are fucking pissed. That's like essentially the whole story. and her side
Don't
of
read
things,
it.
her side of things is like she's hoping this story helps others, and it's like,
No, you're
want to gaslighting yourself. You want to check. You want to benefit off of this, and it's really distasteful. And that's how I see it anyway, unless there is,
correct,
a different opinion that I would be open to hearing other opinions. But yeah,
I disagree. I'm not open to hearing any more.
No more opinions.
Case is closed on this one.
I also, I will say, in terms of the Justin Baldoni. Blake Lively.
Oh,
everyone's like, what's your guys' take on it? I'm like, well, we flip-flopped several times.
We've already done two different versions of this story.
And we have flip-flopped along with the general public, which means that we have no brains. We have no fucking brains.
I have realized I am a sheep.
Oh my God, am I a sheep? It's
I am at the front of the sheep line, but I am still a sheep.
You tell me what my opinion is, okay?
You tell me, internet. You tell me, Yahoo News.
Regurgitate it.
I will say this. I still don't like him, and I think everyone doesn't like Blake right now is the most recent.
Yeah.
So I'm going against the grain a little bit. However, every single time we talk about it, something damning comes out about 45 minutes after we
Yes,
hit
it's
stop.
so true. So right now we're recording on Wednesday night at whatever fuck time it is,
8 p.m.
And so something crazy is about to come out.
So we are going to hit pause on discussing that topic and recircle back when a little bit more information has come out. Because I have a feeling we are not getting rid of this case for a minute.
No, you know what? She should have just let it die because she looked bad in the press while the press tour was going on. And then
I had forgotten about it.
Me too. I was like, whatever. And then now it's like drudging back up. And she should have just let it die.
I agree.
That was a really bad move. Whoever's on her PR team, they're getting their asses smoked by his. I gotta be honest.
What if she's just like, all right, I'll hire your team instead? Think about that.
What do you think about that?
I think about that. That would be pretty fucking.
She
could.
She should.
She's like, I'll have both of them.
I'm Blake Lively.
I'm literally Blake Lively. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Which is really sinister, actually. But anyway, we'll revisit that topic. And guys, thank you for being here. If you've made it this far, we love you so much. We will follow us online, and you know the drill, at Laura Sogar,
at May Planner, May_Planner. And follow us at Risky Business News. Please tell your friends, like and subscribe on YouTube. That helps us a lot.
Yep.
Leave us an Apple review. And go ahead and pop your pussies this week. Have fun.
Yep. Work hard.
Bye.
Bye.